Happy. Is today Monday? Is today
Ye-
Monday?
Yes, I had to think about it.
Happy Monday.
There are
Even though we show these on we
Wednesday.
post these on Wednesdays. Yeah.
I have the kids have my kid. I say kids like I have one in school right now, and she has. I think next week spring break. This rest of this week, which just means crazy. I'm going to actually sub at the end of the week, and I must be crazy to be doing that. And then there's 35 days left of school.
Okay. Like that doesn't move me at all
Well, you
anymore.
don't have kids at home. It does me. I just don't want to have to wake up in the morning worried about. Like I still get her to school,
Okay.
so
Okay.
I get
Yeah.
to sleep in a little bit.
The school is right here.
Hmm.
You take her to
I
school.
do.
The school is less than like
Yeah.
you can see it.
Yes.
Okay. Different times.
Yep. Yeah.
What'd your father tell you?
A walk, make a friend. Yeah. No.
Yeah, make a friend, walk.
There's
But there's
no
nowhere to walk though,
There's
right?
no path.
Oh, there. That's the problem.
Yeah,
Even
there's-
these big
yeah.
districts that build these schools
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
I'm like, can y'all make a sidewalk so
Yeah.
the kids can just
Well,
walk to
I mean,
school?
and even there's a little one I think that started between our neighborhood and then right in front of the church, but there's nothing in front of those houses, and I just
No,
Yeah.
because we grew up like that.
Yeah.
I had sidewalks. I take that back.
No, there's no sidewalks that go like there should be, to your point, a sidewalk that goes all the way down the street.
All the
from
way,
neighborhood.
all the way. Yep.
There is not right now.
That was my
Next year
mom's
she'll be
biggest-
driving though, so
Man, let me tell you something. I remember them driving. I say,
Mhm.
I remember my son had a scrimmage or something. I'll never forget. I already bought him a car, and I was like, if you don't get your driver's license today, because I was going out of town. His mom was already like in Mexico or something.
Yeah.
I was like, you need to get your license, pass this
Yeah.
test today, because
Right.
this is how you get
Right.
there. Like that was a real thing.
I think I told you when McKenna got her license, it was like crunch time. We moved the
Oh, I
next-
remember.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, girl, you got to pass this test today in Ohio
Yeah.
because the rules are different in Georgia, far stricter too.
Okay.
So she got it she got it done.
Yeah.
And then we literally, in fact, when she took this is how when she got it done. Literally, we were driving to Marion to drop off 2 cars. Literally, our U-Haul was on the back of the van when she went to go take her test. So we had pulled up.
Yeah.
Like now go past now because we're on our way out of town.
Yeah.
And she got it done. But
That's too funny.
anyway, what we got today? I think we got a kind of a fun, fun topic today.
Ooh, it
but
don't have to
heavy.
be fun.
It'll-
It might not be.
It might
fun.
not. Oh, you know, I like to talk about this with you though. We've had this conversation a few times. I think over the years.
Because of me.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it ain't you. Yeah, it ain't you. It's
No,
me.
yeah.
So this is what I said. Dating people with children or dating with children.
Okay.
And obviously that's not you because you are
No.
married with children.
No, I'm going to be
Um,
asking the questions and listening today. You'll see what I'm like. I never.
I'm
thought
sure
of
you
that.
have friends.
Yeah, maybe one or
Yeah.
two.
Like most married people have married friends and single people have
Yeah.
single friends.
Yeah.
But yeah, dating people with children and the difficulties that go along with it. And I've often put myself in someone else's shoes because even when I was divorced, like my kids were little.
Yeah.
My kids were little,
Like little.
like 4 and 1.
Yeah.
Like even my youngest, he doesn't ever remember his mom and I ever being together. And he even said before, he's like, I can't even see y'all together, which is hilarious. One time,
Really?
he said that.
Mm,
He's like, I can't even
That's
see you
telling.
and mommy together.
that's telling.
And I was like,
I mean, you're not. So that but there's
No.
something that yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
I think it's because I really don't know why. I have a guess, but I've never really asked him that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Jalen remembers. Justin does not. But I just remember even when my kids were younger and I was dating, I remember thinking, man, I sound like a woman because I wouldn't let people meet my children.
Oh, well, that's a good thing,
I know, but typically
and very uncommon for men.
very uncommon for men. I think more
They're like,
common.
here's your new mom.
Exactly. I like to meet your stepmom.
Yeah.
And so I understand, especially and respect it. And I often wonder, how soon do you go before you go in that path? And what happens if the kids go, I can't stand them?
That's
That
tough.
usually holds when they're older.
Yeah.
Because my brother and I were talking about it, and my brother has his opinions, and I was just like, I've dated women with older kids, middle-aged kids, little people,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
and you think about that. So I knew them, I met them, and we are no longer together.
Can I write that down as a question for later when I say, like, what do you do if a kid's like, I don't really like her? I mean, we can save it till we can kind of dive into what we're talking about today. And
No, we can
yeah.
go. I mean, I don't know what you do with that.
Mm.
And I think you have to pull back the onions and go, is it because I'm the first person who's dated your mom? Right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
why don't you like me?
What if the thing they pull back, what if the thing they notice or they say, Dad, I don't really like her? What if it's something you've noticed yourself? Because I think it has different weight when your
100%.
kids are
Well, I
observant
think
to
it has
something.
different weight when a father's child says it about a mom. Oh, let me say this. I think women should be and are a little more hypersensitive to who their kids like with a father. Like, as a mom, if your children, your daughter, your son
Yeah.
says, I don't like that man,
Mm-hmm.
I think that carries more weight
For the woman.
for the woman.
Okay.
I really do. And that's a bias that I have, but I believe it should. It's kind of like if my dog don't like you, I'm probably not going to like you. Because for whatever reason, my dog don't like you,
Yeah.
that dog might sense something that I
Yeah.
don't sense
Right.
yet. And if my kids don't like you, I'm going to put some stock into that.
Yeah. You're gonna figure out the why they don't.
Absolutely.
You're not gonna be like they're just they'll get over it.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I do give a lot of
Yeah.
credit to a children's spidey senses.
Yeah.
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 Um,
And particularly when you know it's not just because, well, she's not mom.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Miss
Smith.
Latrice.
Yeah. Yeah.
She kicked me in the kitchen when you left the room.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like she pinched me really
Yeah,
hard.
she pinched me, yeah.
And I'm like, okay. We have to talk about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think about me, like I think I've always said dogs like me and little people like me. Because I'm not cruel to either.
Yeah.
Like I don't like grown people. It's the little people that I like and dogs that I
He's not mixing drinks in the background here though. He's just shaking the ice.
You don't know what's in this cup.
Oh.
You don't have no idea what I'm mixing in this cup. I still gotta go work. So no, I do give credence to that because I'm like, but if a kid didn't like me, if I was dating his mother or her mother, I would not be offended. I would tell that person, if your children aren't going to take to me for whatever reason, I don't think it has legs to go further. I just don't. I don't want to be anywhere I'm not liked. I don't want to go somewhere where someone's questioning that's good enough for me to send me my walking papers.
Do you think a person can date someone long enough to say, and I wouldn't do this, like I wouldn't, if I had to do this, because I was in the world of dating, I wouldn't send my kids off with some guy I only been dating for a month. But what if you've done and I'm making this up as I go along, but I know there are women that will like date a guy, but they have a rule. Like if I'm still dating him 6 or 7 months later, I will introduce him to my kids. Some people wait a while.
Absolutely.
So let's say, and I don't know what the magic number is.
It could be 6 months, it could be a year.
Yeah, some people are really particular. Like before you can start to be a part of this, you need to know. So let's say you've dated them 8 months and you're like, this could go somewhere. Do you do something as a family a few times or as an extended family potentially with this man? Do you at some point let him try to have some one-on-one time with the kids to see like, hey, maybe, Mr. John.
I would say very little one-on-one time. And again, I'm a biased person.
Okay.
I think far too many women allow their kids to get comfortable and familiar and alone with people they don't know.
Okay.
First of all, I don't want to be around your damn kids.
No, I understand that.
Like, let me just put that out there.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Like, I like them
Yeah.
because I like you.
Do you think, I'm going to cut you off and I'm going to ask, so you do think at some point, like if this relationship gets an attraction, that you could be in a relationship and you're married, that's different.
Well, if you're willing to say married, then that changes everything.
Okay. So you're saying though, in the dating space, I'm good if we're doing everything as a couple with the kids.
As a couple with the kids.
Okay, I get it.
And there also is the age factor, the sex factor. Yeah. I don't want to be around someone's daughter by myself.
Okay.
I just don't.
Yeah, right. Two
I don't.
13-year-old twin boys. You might
absolutely. Let's go
big.
But we are headed straight to the park and throw the ball.
Yeah.
We are absolutely. Yeah. That is my bias.
Okay. No, I don't think it's a bias. I mean, I think you're protecting.
I'm protecting myself as well.
Yeah, everybody. I get it.
And so, like, I always think it's strange when a woman is dating, and let's say she has a 2-year-old daughter, and they're like, "Well, I have to go to work, and he's home with the kids." Like, you out your damn mind.
No, I would never do. I mean, I
You are
asked
out your
that.
damn mind.
Yeah, I would
Like,
never.
and then these people who leave their kids home with this person, and
Yeah.
they moved in, and like,
No, I
it's
get you.
just like, no
Yeah.
way,
You gotta
Jose.
have fierce protection. I'm always,
Fierce protection.
yes, I get it. So when I asked that question, I
Yeah,
obviously
you're not even gonna put me in that situation.
no.
First of all, I didn't want to change my own kids' diapers. Why the hell would I be wanting to change somebody else's kids' diapers?
That's a different podcast because it's your kid.
No, let me say this to you.
You never
If
changed your kids' diapers.
I said I didn't want to.
Oh,
I didn't say I didn't.
okay.
What I'm saying is, if I had met a woman today and she has a, how long you change diapers? I don't even remember this stuff
I don't
anymore.
know. You could do it up to 15, 16, 18 months.
Okay, so if you have a 2 years too old, I don't remember.
Yeah, I think you
Okay,
should be working
so if
on
you have a year old,
that's
a baby,
still.
if you have a baby
Mhm.
and that baby needs his diaper changed, and
Mhm.
I'm your boyfriend,
Mhm.
I ain't changing that baby's diaper
Okay.
like at all, especially a little girl.
No.
But I don't know the people who are comfortable with that. Like, I don't understand that part. And if she urinated on herself and her big pull-up, I don't know, pull-ups. What is?
You're asking me. My youngest is 15.
Right. Well, my youngest is 20,
yeah,
so you know
no.
I'm out of the game.
No.
What I'm saying is, I didn't want to do that with my own.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's their mom's job.
So you are always looking at it in a dating perspective as like how will this look, or covering to make sure this doesn't look like something.
Absolutely. And also, life happens. People do break up. God knows I've dated people and we're no longer together, etc. But I'm also saying is, at a certain age, yes, I can take you to the school dance. Yes, I'll give you a ride to the library. Yes, I can do these things.
Yeah.
But that is absolutely at age appropriate. Like, there's so many factors.
There are layers to it.
There's so many layers to it. But I will say to you, dating someone with children, there's so many variables. Like, how is their relationship with their children's father?
Mm-hmm.
Is he crazy? Do y'all have a healthy relationship?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So even there, I would eliminate some people if they have a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
And they slamming doors and calling each other names, I wouldn't even enter into that.
So we're back, and I know we're staying to the topic. So what do you want the listeners to know when this is your topic on? I mean, we're going through the ins and outs,
yeah,
of the modern dating, or how you see things. But I mean, what is a
number one is protect the children. Okay, from even meeting someone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, listen to your children.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if they say, I don't like this person,
Mm-hmm.
don't brush it off and say you eventually will, because
Yeah.
mommy wants to be happy or daddy
Right.
wants to be
Or
happy.
get
Like, treat them like an animal and listen to their spidey. I'm serious.
I forget, like, we either talked about this in another podcast or I saw it on TV. Children have the best instincts.
Mhm.
Their little instincts are, first of all, I think, derived from a holy place.
Mm-hmm.
So if something feels wrong to them, it is wrong.
Mhm.
It is wrong. And I can look back as a
I ain't
kid.
talking about no 14, 15 year old.
No, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, I remember
Like little
being
people.
creeped out. Like, there was one guy that I remember my mom worked with, and we would just go. She'd have these office parties, and I'd go, and I was like, he's creepy.
That's all. That's enough.
Yeah, he was creepy.
That's enough.
Yeah, that's it.
Like that's
creepy.
enough to be like, I don't like him. He's
Yeah,
just creepy.
right.
And to me, that's face value.
Okay.
So it's protect them, listen to your kids, and then thirdly, like, even then, there's still boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
I still think and I think even as a role of a stepfather, like, I tell everybody, my ex-wife married a spectacular human being who has been nothing but a great additional bonus dad to my children.
Mm-hmm.
I got lucky.
And it's really unique that you even acknowledge that. Let me tell you.
Unique.
Men don't do that.
No. Well, we're men.
Yeah.
Like, even I said one day in conversation, I've told my children, you make sure you get him a Father's Day card.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
that dude
yeah.
has been instrumental
Yeah.
in their lives
Yeah.
and has been a very positive influence. And so I recognize the role he played, not having biological children, but marrying a woman with 2 children
Yeah.
who he has been nothing but admirable.
Yeah.
Um,
He takes care of them like they're his.
I think he would.
But
I
I mean
absolutely,
in the
and I know
sense
you
of
mean take care of like he co-signed for one of my son's cars. Like he had a relationship with them where they would go. Remember they were doing the whole
yeah,
Marvel
yeah,
DC
yes, that
comics
was
because he
his
called
thing.
me like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
DC Comics, Marvels. I could care less."
Yeah.
But he wanted that
You
relationship
didn't want
with
to step
them.
on your toes about it.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and he was like, I think he actually took him out of school one day to
Yeah.
take him to
Yeah.
an
Like
opening.
an opening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Okay.
Like that dude was solid to me, but I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
And so, if I was ever in that role, I've always said he gave me the roadmap of how this is supposed to
Okay.
be.
Nice.
Yes.
And iron sharpens iron. You know,
Iron
I say
sharpens
that.
iron, absolutely.
Yeah.
And so, I do believe you have to create boundaries, but you do have to also then foster relationships. They have to have their own relationship
Yeah.
where that person, if you married that person and he is the man, he's still supposed to lead. He has a right to establish boundaries for his house
Right.
that may have been different from your
Yeah.
last husband,
Right.
I'll say.
Right.
It may look different.
Or your dad who lives somewhere else. Like we ain't doing that over here.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's from a father standpoint. So number 3 was boundaries. And then number 4 was you still have to foster relationships. And then the third one is, you then have to create the new dynamics, the new family.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean fifth.
5th, sorry.
Okay.
You create the new harmony.
Okay. And so that consists of
That's my 5 things.
So when you are in a relationship with someone now that you're married to, like the vacations and all that, that's that family unit.
That's our harmony. That's
Yeah.
what we do. Don't talk about, well, my dad, we didn't. Good for you. Over here,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
What we do it
We
here.
don't go to the
Yeah.
beach. We go to the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Castles in New
okay.
England, whatever. Or
Okay.
England. I said New England. Yeah. Castles in England.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. But I do believe you do have to then foster, and I think it's still, you got to honor, again, your uniqueness as a married person of 20 million years. You ain't got to deal with this.
Mm-mm.
But I'm saying is, God forbid, if you or your spouse ever remarried because of divorce, you think about you as a mom with older kids, it's not going to look. You ain't really got to.
But you look at which point?
I'm saying is the protect one is a little less.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
grown.
sure. Yeah. No.
They grown.
Yeah, protect is like babies
Babies
2,
and little
3,
people.
4
Yeah,
little
yeah.
people.
Even
Yeah.
13, 14,
Yeah.
like the predatory
Yeah.
age. But you with 20-some-year-olds, that's out.
Yeah.
Number 2, listen to your kids. Y'all don't live here.
Mm.
Now, if they just said that your new boyfriend is creepy,
Yeah.
that might carry some weight,
Yeah.
but it ain't carrying the same.
No, and
'Cause-
it matters, child. Not that it should matter, child. But if you have a 17-year-old, if you have a 20-year-old daughter that's like, Chris is creepy, or Chris, like maybe his engaged, like acts like the way
you keep putting names on these people.
I don't know, and
Because there could be a Chris listening.
okay,
Yeah, he.
yeah,
Yeah, he's creepy.
You're right. No proper nouns.
Yeah.
Nobody that I'm naming is anyone specific for a reason. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to give it some texture here.
All
But
right.
yes, he might be in a situation where it's a he. What I'm saying, like he's
Yeah.
kind of weird, Mom. Like he kind of stares at me strange when
Okay, that's a little different, but
yeah.
it doesn't have the same weight.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
But are you listening to your daughter say?
Yeah, you listen to them like if they were one of your girlfriends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if your girlfriend met this dude, they're like, "Girl, he's kind of creepy."
I think the weight still would be different to me. That a girlfriend versus my kid.
Okay.
I'm not saying I wouldn't listen in both cases or I would not listen. Like I'm not saying that my response would be different in either way.
Okay.
It's more of a like my daughter. I don't know. My daughter's my daughter, and
Yes.
so I think I want to create a space. I am trying to create possibly a connection and a potential relationship with this person that would directly affect her.
Okay.
Versus now, if my girlfriend was like I guess that sounds weird to me, but he tried to fill my butt over
Oh
at the,
well,
you know
that's
what I
that's
mean?
a that's an
So
action.
yes, yeah.
That's an action, not a feeling.
And if it was an action in either case, I think they have that's
Yes,
different
yes, yes,
situation.
yes. Number four, when I say false relationships, you're going to.
Mm.
You have a home, you have Christmas, you have Thanksgiving.
Right.
There is going to be
Right.
a
Some
relationship.
relationship.
Yes, and if that person has children, now do you have? You
Yeah.
made that face. You would be one of those people to be like, I would let you date a man who has no kids with kids.
Mhm.
You have kids, and you want to date somebody with no kids.
I think I honestly think as a like today as we stand, it would not bother me today. It would have bothered me 10 years ago.
Okay.
Like if I have adult kids, I don't care if my man
Have
potential-
adult kids.
Like if yes, for some reason, God forbid, I find myself in a new
What if you had a
relationship.
10-year-old?
I don't think I could go back to that again. You're doing good. I don't see a scenario.
Women won't, men do.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
Well,
Well, we have a choice, but it's
yeah.
limited pool.
And it's hard because if you do find somebody, I've criticized women who don't think about this. If you're in a situation with a guy that you're dating and he has a 9-year-old, let's say,
Mhm.
but you're critiquing, why ain't you with your daughter? Why don't you spend time with your daughter? Like I would still struggle. You can't win with me. I don't want you to have a kid, but darn it, you better be a good dad if you have one, because I don't want to hear like I haven't seen them in I
Yeah,
want to
2
know why you
years.
haven't seen
Yeah.
them in 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't. No, better not to have none.
Or adult.
Or
children.
adults, yeah, yeah, and even then you can't necessarily walk into something and go, well, why are you estranged from your adult daughter and your son? You still need to kind of dig into, like, why are your kids?
Yeah. So
it's got
we
nothing
can
to
have.
do with you.
I don't know if we can stay on this topic with dating, but that's a marriage conversation because I do want to talk about being married to people with
kids.
Yeah, because it's the conversation. If you're marrying someone and you both have kids, or one person has kids, it doesn't matter. There is a conversation that need to happen as far as resources and estrangements and
Yeah.
who are these people and what is your expectation and is your 34-year-old daughter need your help with the down payment on a house?
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think that's why it's tricky. It's trickier to just be with somebody, even with adult kids, than to be with somebody who didn't have kids of their own. And even then, you're like, why don't you have kids? It's just weird. That's an onion for me. It is an onion whether you have.
So if you made a
kids,
man that had no kids, you'd be like, all these years you've never had kids.
I still would want, because then I think I'm on the
See,
opposing
why
side.
is it weird for a man not to have kids, but if a woman doesn't have kids, she just doesn't have kids?
I think it's always the society views it very differently. More people judge women who don't have children and wonder why women don't have kids than guys. What I'm saying to you is, me personally, I would still have an eyebrow raised to either. I would just want to know, like, maybe you never hooked up, maybe you got married, maybe you were with someone who you couldn't physically have children, maybe you physically can't have kids.
Okay.
Who knows? But what I do know is,
But you're like, let's peel back this
yeah,
onion.
I would kind of know why the whys, because the flip side of that is, what you're talking about when you talk about wealth or you're talking about down payments is, now we create a space with my kids. How are you responding to what I do for my children if you've never had kids, and or you may have issues if we're together and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm helping them with the down payment on their house.
I'm gonna give you a real scenario. This is a real life scenario. Married couple, one kid, private schools.
Okay.
Meets a woman, gets a divorce, meets a woman, and she has 2 kids. She can't afford private school.
No.
So what are y'all doing? Are you going to now have 3 kids in private schools? Or are you taking one out of private schools to put them in public schools? The value system, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it gets to be...
Yeah.
And that's still even dating towards living together or towards marriage, where, again, it starts to look a little...
It's tricky because, I say this, and I know this is me just saying some stuff outside my mouth. I recognize it's not life, it's not real, it's not the world we live in. It's just not. But when we look at the we need to talk more on all these podcasts when we talk about biblical perspective. This is probably why you're supposed to be with one person.
100%.
Because
I've said that all the time.
Yeah.
But however, even people who are married don't always agree or disagree on who's paying for college.
No.
Like, you have married people who are like, oh, I want to pay for our kids' college. And someone else, another spouse is like, oh, I'm not paying for crap.
Yeah.
Like, that's That's even within a married
Yeah.
together
Right.
household.
But moving through with somebody else's children, and that's just a whole different dynamic.
It is. And I
Oh
often think of
yeah. No.
Shaquille O'Neal talks highly
About his ex-wife.
about his stepfather.
Oh.
He
Okay.
he praises that man.
Yeah.
Like he I mean, that man was instrumental in his life.
Yeah.
And I think now as our culture, the Kevin Samuels awakening is what I refer to him as. Um, some people say that being a stepfather is a thankless job.
Mm.
Like, what's the benefit from dating a woman with
Well, it
kids?
sounds like if you got a Shaquille O'Neal, he recognizes. Maybe that you're saying that's an anomaly.
I I'm saying is
And I only say that because I don't know. I think self awareness matters. And I was going off the wrong track when you even said that because he seems to be that kind of person, like in
but
general.
he still tell you I'm this way because of my stepfather.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah,
I'm talking about
yeah,
this dude was like,
yeah,
quit whining,
yeah,
be grateful, go help these poor people over here
yeah,
and get yourself back in the game. Like he
yeah,
was just that
yeah,
military
yeah,
like
mm,
dude. Like
yeah,
he was like it's because of my stepfather is
yeah.
the man I am today.
Wow.
So I often think about that role of a stepfather and
Mm,
could it be a thankless job? Could it be said, you ain't my dad?
mm,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like these are the things that I think people aren't honest about or talk about
yeah,
where you may have a woman, and I'm not talking about in a savior situation. I'm talking about she's divorced because it just didn't work out. There was no abuse. There was no
yeah.
anything of she makes money, he make money. They
Like
just separate.
they were not
They were
compatible.
not compatible. And then here you come along and y'all are compatible. The father could be like I was never not around with my children.
Sure.
Never not around.
Yeah.
But I also had to, I'll give you a perfect example. My kids' first flight was with their mother and stepfather, not with me.
Hmm.
I think they went to Mexico,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But my kids' first Disney trip was with me and a woman I was dating,
Hmm.
not with their mom.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
They experienced Walt Disney
Yeah.
World.
Yeah. That's probably how you know when you aren't ready for divorce. We have that conversation a lot, right? Like, just what the things you have to let go
Uh
of
huh. Uh
to
huh.
control of
The
the certain
control of
things
the
of like,
outcome.
oh, like this isn't gonna be the first time. Like you said, this person is now in Aruba. Well,
Right.
we never went to Aruba.
Correct.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
going to be some firsts that
yeah,
you ain't a part of.
right.
And there's going to be some Christmases
Yeah,
where you got to split your time and be
yeah,
like, well, we're
yeah,
going to dad's house first.
yeah,
And then we're going, or what if
yeah,
dad says,
yeah.
hey, I want to take the kids to Hawaii with me and
Mm,
my new wife
right.
and what you about to
Yeah,
do at home.
yeah, yeah,
And these are real,
yeah,
real,
yeah,
real.
yeah,
you like,
yeah.
yeah, my kids ain't going to Hawaii without me.
No, no, that's yeah. And I remember watching him as a side note. He
Him
was on
who?
Shaquille,
Okay.
and he was sharing at one point. Don't remember what the interview was. It was something they were interviewing him, and he publicly acknowledged like he was happy. I think his wife. I don't know if she had recently gotten married or if he just was like acknowledging in public that he was happy she found love again.
Okay.
And he said it. He was like, "I was a crappy husband.
Okay.
I was crappy to her. I
Yeah.
might have even cheated on her. I think I don't know. I'm not speculating on here officially that that's. I knew that but he did acknowledge. I don't know if there was infidelity involved or not, but he did acknowledge. He was like, I'm happy for her
Mm-hmm.
because that's what she has now. Because I just wasn't a good husband.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of people that will say that either.
Yeah.
So just being in that
I
space,
wonder, do moms ever say that?
I feel like we talked about this just in a conversation a few
We
minutes.
talked about
Heck
the
no.
women acknowledge that they were not a good girlfriend.
Spouse or
Girlfriend.
girlfriend.
Like, oh, I fumbled the ball on that one. He was a good man and I fumbled the ball.
I think it's out there in both. I think it's out there. I
Yeah.
think you have to carry a self-awareness.
Mhm.
You have to be able to. You have to be self-aware. I think that is a core. I'm not saying it's a character flaw if you don't have it, but I think it's a core necessity. I think it's honestly. I think to me self-awareness and humbleness and humility, they're all clumped together for me because I don't think if you think your crap don't stink all the time, you don't have an ability to ever look and go, oh, I screwed that up.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah, you always say it's their fault.
Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Yeah. Right. Right. And I don't. Yeah.
Yeah. So, with that being said, careful who you make babies with.
Yeah. Well, I always said that.
Yeah.
But and more so, be sure. I mean, I don't think every relationship is meant to last a lifetime.
Okay.
So you have to know what happens with that when that happens. But to be in a space where, I mean, you got 5 points, and even in those 5 points, you're saying you got to have this, and I still think you have to have the mental maturity and emotional maturity to move on to a new relationship, and maybe more so than even in your marital relationship, your prior relationship, having more of an awareness to not be selfish.
Oh, I got one about that. And so I remember
About being selfish?
Nope. About well, this is about to be a selfish statement.
Oh.
There was a judge I knew. She was a magistrate because she was a family judge or magistrate, and she said the one thing that used to piss her off is when guys came to court and they were fighting for child support, and he would say, "Your Honor, I have a new family now." And he was trying to reduce his obligation.
Yeah.
And she was like, every time those words came, she was like, when I'm telling you, 8 out of 10 times these guys would say, but I have a new family. She said, I was sticking to him.
Yeah, that's not an excuse. That makes it worse.
She said, when I heard that, pay the max. Because you're actually trying to say, I'm done with them.
Yeah.
I'm no longer with them.
Yeah.
And...
or that your commitment is no longer with those
correct
people. Yeah, I get that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's a ugly thing to say. No, I'm done with y'all. Your mom, all of y'all. I have a new hot young wife over here, and I got a new family now. Not an additional family.
Yeah.
A new family.
That wording matters. You gotta be careful. I can see how that could be upsetting.
Yep.
Yeah, and that paper matters. I'm not saying you got to disregard later that these children don't matter as first as these first two, but those first two was your first two. You gotta take care of them. You can't pretend. Yeah,
and that paper does matter.
Yeah, paper matters. I won't name the artist because I don't know all the legal logistics of it, but I remember when he died. Now I'm just saying he is dead of names, but when he died, it was a whole thing because the paperwork wasn't reflecting the girlfriend and the new relationship. So I think still everything fell back to the ex-wife because he didn't.
I had a lived experience with that where someone. I knew their uncle died and they had never gotten divorced. He had never, I didn't know this. Apparently black people just don't get divorced when they're old.
Yeah, I got so many aunts and uncles, like we separated. I'm like, who's this guy? They're like, we just didn't get divorced, but separated.
Right. And so when he died, not only did she get to count those years, she got the Social Security. Mm-hmm. Even if they had separated after year 5.
Yeah.
Like, listen to me, listeners. If you divorce.
Yeah.
Because if you stay married on paper and you've been gone away from them for 10 years, now you got a 15-year marriage, whereas your first wife would have gotten nothing. Your new girlfriend, had you married her, would have had the 10 years in, and she would have got Social Security. Yeah. So she now gets nothing. That first wife that you ain't lived with in 10 years gets everything. Yeah. Literally. And I've seen someone put another person out of a house that they lived in. Yeah. I saw this with my own eyes. Yeah. And I said, well, then he should have got divorced.
Do the paperwork.
I had no sympathy. It was an effed up situation, but why you mad at that wife? You should have gotten a divorce.
Right. Do the
paperwork. So the paper does matter. Same thing I always tell people. I have you a question. I get that you didn't have this baby, but is there a reason why they are not paying child support? Or is there a reason why, like you said, paperwork don't just mean marriage?
No.
I'm talking about I need you to acknowledge this birth certificate. I need you to acknowledge this is your child and you are going to pay. Yeah. Now, I tell everybody, I did not pay child support, but everybody knew it was my kid. I was on the birth certificate. So my ex-wife would have received all of, even when we did, when I did life insurances, I had to call my ex-wife and get her signature because you can't leave money to minors. And I always say that. It has to go.
So in that situation, does it go to her?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Now it could have went to like my mother, my brother,
Yeah.
and then they designated. Well, that's your mom.
Yeah.
Like I have to
So
trust her enough.
and it's so funny because then it goes back to I can't say simple as don't get divorced, but
It
look at the
is.
law of the land. This law of the land still projects in the way we're talking about.
Yes.
You still gonna so y'all ain't done with each other forever.
No, no. So when we had minor children,
Yeah.
and I had a life insurance policy, and I still do, but
Yeah.
I have since changed it because they're both over 18.
Yeah.
But prior to that,
Yeah.
I remember. So I have 4 years in between my children. I remember changing it from her to my oldest son.
Mm.
Like you get it all, but I never had a problem. Like again, I tell everybody I married well. I never had a problem thinking my kids weren't going to receive
Yeah, you trusted it.
100%.
Yeah.
Now, again, for those who don't trust it, you cannot leave money to minors. You have to designate
An adult.
to carry out your wishes.
Right.
And a lot of people mess up.
Yeah.
And the stupid agents who don't tell you that, I'm not going to say stupid people, the stupid agents who let you buy these insurance policies
Yeah.
and do not say, you can't leave money to a 10-year-old. Like,
I have a friend that's kind of dealing with that right now, actually. Yeah. That got the person put them as a child as a beneficiary.
am I lying?
It's messy. Yeah.
Am I lying?
No, you're not. It's terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
But
terrible.
the stupid people, the stupid agents who did that
Yeah.
should have said,
Right. You can't do this.
you can't do this.
Yeah.
Is there someone that you trust?
No.
So I'm saying is
Stick-
even in our divorced state, I still had to go back to her and have conversations like, hey, if something happens to me, this is how much
Yeah.
money they're getting.
Yeah.
Blase skip, blase skip.
Yeah.
So she was still always knew and was aware
Right. Right.
of what monies
Yeah.
was coming to
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
But to your point, die out here with some kids that ain't really been on paper, they're going to contest it.
Mm.
They're going
Yeah.
to contest that payout if there is any, or they're going to be standing in line saying, "What about Sonny?
Yeah.
What about me?" Because I'm and everybody, well, who are you? Oh, we had 2 kids together. Well, we ain't know nothing about that because you didn't put it on paper.
Put it on paper. Put it in writing.
Put it in writing. So that's my take on the dating world. I know
Okay.
you have limited.
Yeah, I've spent a quarter of a century now with the same person. So
Mhm.
and in math terms now, I mean half my life.
Correct.
So literally,
Yeah.
maybe a little over now. So
Yeah.
I definitely have my toe in that water. It complicates things. I guess it's just, and I don't know, like you said, even if you're not dealing with, you're not my dad because they're 4 years old. You're still dealing with who's leaving what, getting what, and all the other things.
100%.
Yeah. If you,
100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. So careful out here when you're dating these people with these kids. That's all I gotta say.
That's what you're takeaway.
I'm dead ass serious. Like,
Yeah.
careful out here when you're dating these people with these kids. I think the role of a stepfather is a serious role. I think you can have and be a leader and establish the same guidelines, whether it's God first and the husband and then
Yeah.
the family. I still think that can happen.
Yeah.
100%.
But both people have to be on that page.
Both people have to be on that page.
Yeah.
100%. Which I guess that would be the fallback of saying is don't get divorced. But if you do get divorced, make sure your marriage is ordained.
Mm-hmm. Mhm.
Otherwise, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Until
Till
the
the
next
next
time.
Yep.